Okay, collective, so Spirit has got a message for you. Moving on up, moving on out, and moving on in on a new person, or freedom is what I'm hearing. Now, as I was doing that, the Four of Wands physically flew over, so because I was kind of preparing the cards and hearing a load of stuff as well as shuffling, and then the Four of Wands came over. So you could be dealing with a Scorpio that's moving on up, moving on out, leaving things behind. I'm hearing also the name Lee or Leanne or Lisa, okay, could be involved, or lease to let. Some of you could be leasing out a property or letting out something, letting it out. Pack it up, pack it in, let it begin. Something to do with Eminem, Marshall, Mathers, or Emily, Melissa, Maria, Matilda, or any of the M's. But moving on up and moving on out is definitely what I'm hearing. So some of you, your kids, if you've got kids, they're probably moved out, or you've just moved out, or you've moved on, is what I'm hearing. But I feel for a lot of you that you could have well moved on, and you're kind of moving in on someone, because I'm hearing someone's working their moves. Now, whether this is in the background or not, I don't know, but I keep hearing that I'm putting in the effort. So I'm willing to put in the effort if you are. Now, I don't know if you're still with your ex or still with your partner, but we will get to those. You're right, collective, how you doing? So we do some channeled messages for a start, and then we look into your tarot collectively. But I've got to get these out. So I keep hearing, like, I've got to get this out because I'm making my moves. I kind of, like, I really want to get out. I really want to go on abroad is also what I'm hearing. But for some of you, I keep also hearing the reference of, like, we can work it out. So no, we can work it out. I know we can work together. Now, some of you physically want to work on a project with a person specifically that you may have in mind. Okay. But I definitely keep hearing, though, that we can work this out, or I'm making my moves on a new person. Like, I'm rebuilding the structure of myself. I'm kind of fit and I'm ready, and I know, and I've got someone in mind that I'm, because normally in Britain we call it I'm making my moves, baby. So it's kind of like somebody could be making their moves to make a baby, or just making their moves on a person, and they're kind of like, you're right, I'm just, look, that's my best move. What's your move? So yeah, I definitely keep hearing a reference of making my moves on a person, and pretty much giving them all you've got, really. So yeah, so some of you have kind of got that going on. But yeah, the channel messages was obviously the song that I heard straight off was moving on up, moving on out, moving on in. Okay, so it's kind of like that reference also of the rapping, but like, some of you could be into rapping or singing and stuff like that, okay, or wrapping up a gift. Some of you could be gift wrapping. They definitely keep saying, like, gift wrapping, okay, so gifts. So if it's a party-wise, it will probably be like a Leo energy, okay, so Leos could be involved here, or eights, obviously, that could be like Aquarian, Leo, people of 8. If you haven't seen the channel before, you need to watch the videos where I refer to numerology, reading through numbers. Some of you are painting by numbers. Also, I keep hearing, like, I'm painting by numbers, or I'm seeing fucking dead people, bruv. Well, fucking who don't, right? But like I'm seeing dead people, I'm seeing numbers, and this is where everybody's like, Steve, I see 11, 11, and 12, 12, 13, 13. Oh, you might like the new t-shirt range, which is 16 awakenings later, 1 + 6 = 7. Batshit crazy crew. They should be out very soon for you guys that are interested in the t-shirts. Thank you so much also for you guys that have ordered them. Obviously you like them. I don't know how long they take to turn up, but yeah, something like that, gift wrapping, or like a rapping artist, something to do with like myself, Angel Radio. I don't know if any of you, the audio was crap on Angel Radio because I recorded it straight from those speakers to this microphone, so you're going to hear a lot of bass, but I'm actually going to redo that and record it into Ableton and then do the video differently. But yeah, so sort of like rapping artists, music, singing, that kind of stuff. But the thing I like about this, I don't know if any of you guys know, but look up MPX, okay, MPCX. But yeah, you can actually like put a microphone through it and record it, and then kind of stretch out the sample and then make it and put loads of effects to it as well. Anyway, so let's have a look at your channel messages, collective energy. So like, I keep hearing this reference of, like, I'm moving on up and I'm moving on out, like I'm climbing the ladder of like success. So some of you, it could be Jacob. I'm also hearing Jacob's ladder, But like, what film, right? Not the new one. No, well, still old. The old one, the original, Jacob's Ladder. But something about the ladder, okay? And I'm climbing the ladder, or the name Jacob, Jake, Julian, Justin, Jasmine, Jude, Julian. The Jalians are coming. Listen, tell boy. I'm fucking telling you. No, Derek. Calm down, Rodders. No, it's all right. No, Derek. I'm telling you. The fucking Jalians are coming. So, the Jalians t-shirts are coming. But like, the Jalians. You alright there, Del Boy? No, I'm not, Rodders. It's fucking not alright, Derek. I'm fucking had an awakening. Some of you could be having an awakening. But like, yeah, waking up, like, smelling the roses. So I'm also hearing rose or roses. Something to do with rose, rosing. Arousal. Someone's got an arousal. Woo! Someone's got an arousal for someone, or got an erection for some motherfucker up in here. But like, I've got an arousal, or someone's got a tweaker. Like, man, well, at least I'm giving you a tweak. Or Twin Peaks. I keep hearing like Twin Peaks, or like Peking duck, or someone from China. But like, or you're eating a lot of duck or something. I keep seeing a duck, like a restaurant of where they sell duck, not chicken, duck. I keep hearing like duck, so be careful something doesn't hit your head. Duck. I keep hearing duck though, like a duck restaurant or something, like eating duck, or, well, I mean, you could be eating chicken, I don't know, but eating duck or Peking duck, like Peking duck, Peking duck. Anyway, or the name Pete. I keep hearing the name Peter Pan. The boy that never grew up. Anyway, so yeah, I definitely keep hearing there is someone's tweaking though. That's what I'm saying. Somebody's caught somebody's eye here, because I keep hearing like I'm moving on from the past. I'm either moving out as well, or I'm making my moves on a project or a thing. Or Steve, some of you could be making your moves, but like I'm making my moves on this thing. Like, I can see this potential in this thing. Some of you can see potential in me. Oh, that's lovely. But like, I can see potential in this thing. So I don't know, whatever it is, it's making someone grow, or like it's making something grow and grow and grow and grow and grow. Some of you could be growing weed, like homegrown, or like you're growing something at home. So I keep seeing, for some reason, they're saying pot plants, or okay, there's two reasons there. One is pot plants, marijuana, but then the other one is pot plants, like just natural plants, and I got my own pots and blah blah blah, and I'm putting it in. Okay, so why is pots and pans important here? Pots and pans. They keep saying pots and pans, or the name Potter. Or okay, pottery. Some of you are into actual pottery, or you're Steve and you're ghost. But like pottery's ghost, or pottery. Yeah, they keep saying like making ceramic things. Like, I think we had this before in the channel messages, like glass blowing. But here there's ceramic, like moulding it, like a bit like a ghost, and you know, whatever it is, and oh my love, my darling, that's so good for your touch. So someone's kind of like making pottery, but pottery plants. They keep saying pottery plants. Replacement. Okay, so some of you are looking to replace a placement at school or college, okay, and you're looking for a placement or a course that you want to do. But some of you are looking for a replacement for another person. Pretty much like, I'm free, I'm single, and I'm available, and I'm looking to replace my ex with a future partner, which is a lot of people really, but kind of like I'm looking to replace you with somebody else. So somebody's curious. Somebody could be, like I said, a very free and available and single here. And to be quite honest with you, when you speak to the Jalians, there's fucking not a lot of vote for people like me out there. But like, I definitely keep hearing like, you know, there's a certain quality about me that I have, and I'm free, and I've moved on. I'm moving on up, and I'm basically free to look for people. So it's either looking for a replacement for ZX or ZX. Vedex. Okay, so some of you are looking for Vedex or which is like a traveling company. You might be waiting for something to be delivered, like a box of something. It could be the t-shirts, but like I'm waiting for a box to be delivered from FedEx. We don't actually use that in Britain. I think it is here, but it's DBS normally here. But FedEx, they keep saying FedEx. Or faxing someone, or texting someone, like Fexty, West, John West, or John, or Westing, West. Go West. There's a band there. Well, I used to really love them. That was my dad used to love that person. I forget what his name is. He was in a band. He was in Go West, and then he went actual. There was a band called Go West. Okay, and then or up north. There could be someone from up north, Sheffield and places like that. But Go West. They keep saying Go West. Go West. But like I said, there was a band that was called Go West. And then that same singer, he actually went on his own, which he actually sang a very good song. I'm going to have to look that up, actually. Yeah, but they keep saying Go West. Go West. Or Go Westy, the name Westy. Or Steve. Steve, Go West. And they're saying, Steve, Go West. What on earth is West? Wendy, the name Wendy? Or Miller? But like Steve, Go West. Steve, Go West. Unless there's another Steve here, but I keep hearing the energy, because trust me, I can pretty much normally channel people's future predictions of the people that you may meet. But they keep saying, Steve, go west. Go west. South, west. Southwest. Southwest. So, I don't know, South Beach, I keep hearing South Beach, Florida. Someone could be from Florida, like South Beach, Florida, or South Beach, or Beachy Head, also Beachy Head. Someone could be giving someone head, or Beach, well, we can all live in hope, right lads? But like, go west, or they keep saying a nosh, someone's definitely noshing someone off. Or like Natasha. Okay, so I keep hearing Natalie, Natasha, Natalie, or Nat. Someone that calls someone Nat, or Natasha. Also Sasha. I keep hearing the name Sasha. Cavaliero or Kavalauskas. Kavalauskas, Sasha. Anyway, so there's a few sporadic stuff there. So what has the collective got? Well, I'm going to stick with that message really, so I don't bore everybody. But the main one of what I wanted to do this time for the collective reading is the main message of what they said, which is moving on up, moving on out, moving on in. So because we had the Four of Wands, for a lot of you, you're physically moving. Like you really are moving. Like you've packed all your stuff and you are bon voyage. And you're going on your travels or your holidays, or you're physically going to get married. For some of you, like you're looking at wedding bells, wedding plans, all that kind of stuff is definitely what I keep hearing. But moving on up, or like for some of you it is marriage and stuff like that, like wedding plans, arrangements. But some of you it's where you probably have left the past behind and you're going into another committed cell really, which was another relationship. But like another twin flame. Trust me, I've had 7 connections over my time. That's why I'm batshit crazy. People see me as batshit crazy. That's why I made the t-shirts. But yeah, I mean, I can't explain the unexplainable with a lot of connections that I've formed over the years. Basically, it's because my energy is extremely addictive. But it's also very learning. Like, I've also learned a hell of a lot of things through those connections. They've not all been relationships. A majority of those have been physical connections. You know, when you form a connection with a person, you pretty much know that because you feel this warm energy. I don't know if any of you guys are kind of experienced in being fucking weird, but like that kind of. Okay, so I'm also hearing Weirdo. So Tom York, or like Radiohead, which is one of my favourite bands. Well, it is my favourite band, to be quite honest with you. But like, because I'm a weirdo. Some of you could be a widow, okay, a widow, or you don't like spiders and you got arachnophobia. But I'm also hearing a widow, like somebody could have just been made a widow or something, and somebody left someone a house or a home, and you're moving on up because it's like mortgage, stuff like that, becoming responsible. Well, really, is a mortgage responsible? But like, yeah, well, looking for someone responsible anyway to take on things is oh well, okay. I'm also hearing take me on, I'll be gone. Yeah, take me on. Can you take me on? Can you take me out? Can you take me out? Bam, bam. Something to do with Franz Ferdinand or Ferdy or Ferdinand. Nando's. Some of you could be going to Nando's chicken. There you go. It's probably not fucking Turkey after all. Oh, unless you're from Turkey. There you go. Probably from Turkey. That's probably all the gobbling in turkeys. But like, I'm also hearing Fernando's. So that would be chicken, like going to eat Fernando's. Yeah. Anyway, so for a lot of you, like I said, you're looking for a replacement or a replacement. It keeps sounding like I'm looking to replace all of the crap in my life that's gone on, and basically in order to be able to climb that. You see, because when you're not attached karmically to everybody, if anybody knows this, which you all should, is that when you're not attached to anybody karmically anymore, and you've split up, you broke up, and things are very good. Okay, life seems to take a different approach in life altogether. Because you are no longer stressed and worried and no longer really kind of like attached to anything bad. When you're not attached to anything bad, you are no longer Michael Jackson, Julian, Jason, Justin, or Jasmine, or Jalians, but like, or Michael, Melissa, Maria, Emily. But like, when you are no longer attached as a physical sign of commitment, okay, you pretty much are free and feel good because you will no longer be worried, so you can pass on. So that would also be anything to do with like deceased, but that would also be like passing on a legacy. Okay, so I'm also hearing a legacy, passing on a leg. I mean, fuck, what is this about these parts, these body parts? I'm just going to pass on my leg. Not really. I'll have a leg. So a leg of lamb. Some of you leg of lamb. Some of you like one of my favourite bands, actually, another one, Queens of the Stone Age, but leg of lamb. I'm also hearing Paul McCartney, which is I got a horse, I got a sheep, I gotta give me a good night's sleep, living in a home in the heart of the country. Yeah, I'm gonna go, gonna move, I'm gonna tell everyone I know, living in a home in the heart of the country. Some of you live in the country, and you're gonna eat someone's peaches. Unless that's Buffon Weasel Perm in the background there that was called Peaches that fucking moaned like a sour lemon. But like, yeah, I can definitely key in someone's eating someone's peach out, or someone's got a very nice peach, or a very nice pair of coconuts. Who knows? Yeah, anyway. Yeah, but karmically moving on, you generally feel very good because everything starts to happen. Everything starts to happen. Your energy starts to elevate, right? So yeah, y'all got that. Yeah, we're going to stick with those messages. We're going to leave those there for collective. So let's have a look. Show me what the collective has got coming up, please. Spirit, show me collective of what we've got coming up very soon for the people that are moving on up and trying to climb the ladder of success. What have we got? Well, waiting on a message for a person. Y'all guys that are in the Jalian 3-party crew, y'all in that. That's going to be a t-shirt as well. Cinderella's 3-party tea party. There you go. And the 3 little pigs. But like, some of you are really just kind of like waiting to get word from someone. Waiting for a reply. It might even be that message I just got on, I don't know. But like, waiting for a reply. Like, I've put stuff out and I'm basically just waiting for a reply. Also, some of you, you're looking for a replacement of job or something, and or the name Rob or Robert or Robin, but you've sent something out, okay, and you're waiting for a reply back for work. Is also what I'm hearing, because it's kind of like I'm looking for a replacement to see if it's okay if like I've got a job placement, or do I have a place? This could be well, 3s are always Pisces for me, because there'd be 12 and the Hangman. So like I'm looking for a place. So I'm looking for a fish. Some of you are looking for a Piscean, or it's to do with a Pisces for a lot of you here, or this is the Pisces that sent something out and it's waiting for it to be delivered. This person could also be a Pisces that has like sent out t-shirts and you're waiting for your t-shirt. But like I've sent something out and I'm waiting for this person to reply. Okay, because it's curious. Well, I'm going to take all of those. Show me collective. What's the people that are moving on up and moving on out, and the good energy? What the collective got coming up? We're going to take that one because that's a snapper. Snapper. Oh dear, that is a fucking snapper. You see, as I'm saying, someone's trying to get, or someone's got very confused, and now they're kind of like, this could be a Cancerian, or someone's waiting for a 7 to turn up, or like a Cancerian. But it's kind of like, well, I keep waiting for you to turn up and appear, but where are you? So it's kind of like that. I keep waiting for you to appear missing. Okay, so someone's missing here, like a missing child. That's also a very good Queens of the Stone Age, I Appear Missing. To be quite honest with you, I would say that is one of my favourite songs by Queens of the Stone Age, I Appear Missing. But, yeah, very good song. But someone's gone missing, someone's gone AWOL. That came up in my readings. A child went missing. Somebody like got lost for a while, or like I just got lost, and or the name Laura, or Lost. Frost also. Frost, Cock Block, Cock Frost, or that came up in the was it Aquarius reading last one? I think I said the name Frost or Foster Child, or Kevin, Kev. Casey also, nice that, Casey. But like, yeah, like I got lost for a little while, but now I'm on my way back. So some of you, like I said, your past is trying to get back in and they got confused, or someone really doesn't know whether they want to be with them or not. It's kind of like this. I can't live with you and I can't live without you, and I don't want to be with you, but you can tie me down, but you just don't tie me up, but just don't tie me, oh, whichever fucking way around it is. It's like, I don't really want to be tied down in a commitment for some here. It's like, you can tie me up, but just don't tie me down into a commitment of a relationship, because I'm very like, I don't really know what I want yet. I don't know if I want a full-time commitment. I really don't know if I am free or single. I don't know if I can be available on the days that you are. And it's kind of like, look, to be quite honest with you, I don't know if I want a full-time commitment to be able to say that I'm like committed into what time are you coming home, where have you been, what time are you calling, all that kind of stuff here. The general collective might be where some people don't actually want tying down and committing into a marriage, a relationship, like full-time. You know, the best thing normally I find is dating or a partnership. Like a partnership is very good, because a partnership doesn't necessarily state that we are, say, Z, boyfriend, girlfriend, and there are rules and regulations, young man, of when we're supposed to be with each other and how many days of the week and so on and so forth. Because these would be more likely for the people that are like fucking like backwards and forwards into like energies of 3. Okay? And like, you know, when you tie yourself down into a full-time commitment of like, right, this is the way that we do relationships. It doesn't always work, because some people here, they don't want to be tied down and committed into certain things, because they want to be free, man. They want to live, to do whatever they want to do, be who they want to be. Right. Well, like, yeah, I keep hearing that I don't really want tying down into a full-time commitment. I just kind of contacted you in order to just see how you was, but it doesn't necessarily mean that I want to come back into the relationship. Because the 7 of Swords, I am a 7, okay, life path or Cancerian. They can come across as very flaky, because it can be like very busy. A Cancerian or a 7 can take a long time to get around to the fact of actually saying, right? So coming out. So it can be like, oh, I really don't know. Like, I don't know. So for a lot of you, there's curiosity here. But yeah, 7 can always come across as flaky, because it might not want tying down with the past. So definitely, if a lot of you are dealing with past energies and it's been an absolute uphill battle, just going around and around like 2 lost souls swimming in a fish bowl, and you've just been like a fucking goldfish, and you kind of like lost your memory, and you kind of like come into that stage of lapsing again, basically. So what I used to teach when I was a drug counsellor was complacency. But that can also be replacing one for another. You see, you can still jump ship into another relationship, because it's still evolution. If there's addictions and stuff like that, this is not always good. And if it's going back into a past cycle with a past partner, okay, that's never really also a good idea, because it can be replacement. So you can basically, if you look at it as drugs and alcohol, you can end up replacing energies of like being replacement of thinking, yeah, I've completely forgot how fucking shit that actually really was when we were going through the wars. So really, is it really a good idea but that we go back into this same cycle again and do the same thing? Because if it's persisted to work out like it had before, then whatever happened before really must be happening again. So for a lot of you, there's this self-doubt energy of accepting the past partner back into your life because of energies that are very confusing, for one, which might mean, like I said, sevens always want to be free. They always want to be free to do whatever they want to do. But if you deal with people that, say you're in a relationship and you're committed in a relationship and it's like, all right, sweetheart, hey, y'all getting on, yeah, brilliant, what's for tea, sweetheart, right, and all that sort of kippers and cooking and everything, right, and you do all that oozy boozy stuff. If someone then goes and sticks their bingo dobber in another person and then comes back to you and passes their karma to you, bruv, that's called a fucking STD. That is not like, you know, so be careful around like someone sticking their bingo dobber in other people and then coming back and you accepting that. Now that's cheating, manipulating, lying and stealing. But generally, if somebody's very confused here, it can always be because somebody doesn't know if they want tying down into a full-time committed relationship. That would normally be a padded cell. What you really want is a lunatic asylum, really. So it's kind of like that, right? I don't know if I really want to go around this prickly bush again, right? So it's very unsure. But it can be like on a friend basis, but it might not be like a committed back into the past relationships. Okay. Because the Seven of Swords to me always comes up as the better the devil you know, really. It would be the person that you know, and it would be the person that keeps trying to get in but also trying to get away. You see, end of cycles can normally be where you don't really want to leave the person behind forever, but you also, or the name Trevor, if it's been a relationship, because it could be a metaphysical one here, and basically I'll need a batshit crazy t-shirt there, but like, you know, what I am picking up from majority of you is that sometimes you don't physically always want to leave the person behind because you've spent time with the person, and you don't always want to leave them behind, but sometimes when you're in relationships with people, you can't always be friends because somebody could still have feelings there, right? So it's kind of like, I don't really want to forget you and I don't really want to leave you and I just do not want to really, but I don't want a commitment with you and I don't want a relationship, but I also don't want you, like I don't want you, what's the word? I do not want you not in my life at all, but I can't commit to you into a relationship because the trust is gone. Because the cycle has been so confusing that if you go back into it, is pretty much just going to persist itself as it is. So generally, a lot of you here, if you are struggling with this energy, then it might be because one of these people is really not looking to be tied down into a full-time committed relationship, and the fact that they might not want to leave you behind, but they also don't want holding down as like, okay, this is what we do in a relationship, you can't do anything yourself, you've got to basically morph yourself into me and live with me, marry me, commit to me. Trust me, not all guys are looking for marriage, girls, unless you're fucking a girl and you're not looking for marriage. But, you know, so this is mainly for people from the past. What's the general collective got coming up? See, here, somebody could be sticking their bingo dobber in another person, maybe, I don't know, but there's someone that's very confused because you've got a very stable person here and they want stability in their life, but they also don't want tying down because this is a very stable king, right? They could be very busy and they don't always have time in order to like, well, definitely not to X's, right? Because you've kind of got this X marks the spot energy of 3, right? So this could be a Capricorn, but it can also be a Gemini, right? Because if this is a Capricorn, okay, X marks the spot in my reading, in my reading head of people. And if this is a Capricorn, it is also a Gemini because it would be a 6, okay, in numerology. And if it is, why you're getting this energy to me through reading it through numbers and also the way I read, is that it might be, or the name Reedy or Reed, okay, But like it can be very of an energy of like I can't make up my mind. Like I don't really want a relationship, but I also don't really want tying down because I'm a very busy man, Tyrone, and I've got loads of stuff to do. So it's very difficult to get all of my full attention all the time. So it's why I'm picking up that there's a Gemini kind of energy here, like my moon sign, Gemini moon. I'm a very difficult person to keep track of because I'm a Pisces sun, right? So sun sign. So I'm very mutable. So my energy changes daily, like my mind changes daily, and it's just I can't help it because I have a lot of mutable qualities. So I'm also this is like Cancerian of a 7 and so on and so forth in the spiritual house. So my energy fluctuates, and it comes through as this. It can be someone that can't really make up their mind of what they want and what they don't want, but what they do not want is obviously a third party, and what they still do not want really is tying down into a commitment of where I can't really make up my mind. It's not the fact that I can't make up my mind, it's just that I don't really want a commitment of relationship. Okay, it might be like a party favour, something like that. It's like, well, I can do you a favour if you want, or like, I can sort of like stick my bingo dobber in if you want, but I can't I don't want to class it as a relationship. And then what you've got on a reply here is it's kind of like, well, that's not really what I want, because then it's going to wind me up, because if we've been together in the past and we do that kind of thing, then that's really going to wind the feminine energy up for like getting mixed feelings or emotions. So it's kind of got this vibe of like, I don't really want to give the wrong impression and I don't really want to get the wrong vibe. There are certain things that I want and I need, but I don't know. Now that's X's for a lot of you. Now if you've got future people here, okay, if you've got future people, there's this energy of very curious, but still don't know, because it might be where you may not have mentioned anything to this person here. It might be that you've sent something out, but you haven't replied as any kind of true fact of being yes or no. So somebody may not have really you might have flirted or something like that with a person, but you may not have actually said yes or no. You may not have communicated with this person, and someone could be waiting for this person to say something first. It's kind of like that energy of like, I'm waiting for you to give me a sign, basically, from fucking outer space. I'm waiting for God to give me a sign. For the love of God, Steve, Vi, or Violet, or Steve, or Stephen, or Vi. But like, for the love of God, will you at least just give me some kind of like notification first? Okay, before you come, can you give me some sort of notification? Somebody could have shot something all over someone's eye and said, look, before you shoot that pistol all over me, can you please make sure you give me some sort of warning? So, I don't know there. Yeah, so anyway, if it's new person, there's a lot of this like unsure, curious, but still don't really know. But the curious energy is there because there's a bachelor here up for grabs. So it's kind of like not on a first come first serve basis, because it's a little bit flaky, that word, but it's kind of like that. It's like, I'm free, I'm single, and I'm available, and the next person that comes along that shows interest, I ain't gonna wait, I'm just gonna dive straight in. So it's kind of like that. If you've got new people on the horizon coming up for you, okay, it's kind of like, I'm not really waiting around, because if somebody shows me interest and I show them interest, if we're both interested, then what you've got on your hands is a King of Pentacles. Okay, so a very stable person. Okay, there might be a lot of like unsure energy around pride, because a king is very prideful energy of what he has as a stable energy of being a stable person, but it will also need interest, because you've kind of got energies that are kind of very curious about the king, but they don't really know. So it might mean looks or anything like that could all come into play, because you've kind of got, like I said, the King of Pentacles, but it might mean like, I'm very interested in what you've got, but I still don't really know you. So it's kind of like that, because there may even be metaphysical stuff out there of a person that you may not have even seen yet physically. They may not have come into your energy or your mind, but there may be a person that you've spoke to, but you've never seen them. Like, twin flames do that also. I've never actually seen the person, I just know of them, but because it's kind of like this, I haven't seen you yet, I haven't met you yet, because you're about to, more than likely, or you're about to, but there's an energy, like I said, of you physically, I don't know, somebody here has seen this person. Seven here, they have seen this person. They have seen this person, but they don't know if this person's interested, because the king is looking away. So for me, it's kind of like I'm looking at you and I can see you, but you can't see me. It's a bit like that. Like I've seen you, but you haven't seen me yet. So it might be a lot of worried energy of like someone saying, look, you know, I know what you look like and I know what you have and I know what you do, but you actually don't physically know me because you haven't actually seen me yet. So it's kind of like that, like in the flesh, because that would be Pink Floyd, in the flesh. So I've seen you, but you haven't actually seen me in the flesh. Well, a lot of metaphysical people can form energies like that, where you may have like intrigued energy of approaching someone, but you may not have physically actually seen the person at all to speak to them face to face, right? Face to face. Like FaceTiming and all that sort of stuff is also very good for curious energies out there. Okay. So what else has the collective energy got coming up, please? Collective energy, please. What have they got coming up? Six of Pentacles could be a Gemini here. Like I said, a Gemini or a Capricorn, because it would be 6. Capricorn is a 6, so is Gemini. So it's a very stable, caring, loving, sharing person. But it's also, like I said, it's people that have to approach a king. You have to approach a king, because this is a very stable one, right? So this is why I say to everybody, you know, everybody says, you know, is there a chance of reconciliation? Not if you're not reaching out. You see, a king will be a king regardless. So you have to reach out to a king to ask for a relationship, because you have to let this king know, because this king is kind of like, may have children, may not have children, but may have his own business and stuff like that. I'm also hearing a laundrette, or the name Laura, okay, or launder, or laundromat. I don't know, they might be laundering money. That's for the criminal crew. But like laundering money. Soliciting also. Oh, okay, we go. Some of you have probably got to go to your solicitors or your lawyer, or they're soliciting themselves. Someone could be a hooker. You're right. What's your name? But like, I'm definitely hearing like soliciting, or the name Melissa, or Lissa, or solicitor and lawyers. But soliciting, flaunting also. I'm hearing flaunting, flauner. Flora, go on, Flora. Spread your legs. But like, spread them. I keep hearing spread them. Texas Hold'em. Amanda or Hold'em. But Amanda Holden. But Texas, from Texas or somewhere like that. Texas Hold'em. I don't know why I keep hearing hold her down, hold him down. From Oldham or Old Town Boy. That was a good. But Old Town Boy. Well, I can also hear. Take on me. Will you take me on? Somebody, like I said, there's that. Will you take me on as an employee or an employer? And will you take me on? And will you take me out as well? There might be someone that you could work with that will also take you out. Or like, would you take me on as a boyfriend, girlfriend type scenario? Like, would you take me on? Because I'm hearing, it's like, I'm hard to handle. Like, would you take me on? Would you be able to dance with the devil in the dark? Would you be able to handle me? That's what I'm hearing. Like, would you take me on? Would you be able to handle me? Okay. So basically, would you be able to put up with all of my, like, bullshit? And would you be able to put up with who I am, basically? Okay, I am. You're right, I am. But, like, I keep hearing, like, would you be able to put up with me and accept me for who I am and not who I'm not? Is why you could be dealing with a Pisces. Can you accept me for who I am and definitely don't want to change me for who I'm not? Because you'll never change me for who I'm not. You might be dealing with my rising, which would be a Scorpio. But like, can you take me for who I am and for definitely not who I ain't, right? Who I'm not. That is definitely from where I'm from. I ain't. It's definitely not. It's definitely in. Oh, I ain't. Listen, trust me, bruv. There is people from Germany and France that speak better English than what I do. But like, yeah, Belgium. Also in Belgium or Bella. Yeah, but would you? I'm also hearing that though for a lot of you, for new people. Would you take me on as a potential person? Like, would you look at me the same way as I look at you? And would you be able to take on all of my fucking scatty behaviour? Like, would you be able to take on all of my weird fucking quirks in life that I have about me? Would you be able to take all of that on? Because, okay, there might be someone that has children here, and they say, look, it comes with a price, and it comes with a package. Would you be able to take all this on? There's a commitment here of relationship of someone that might have like children, or I don't know, but would you be able to take all this on? And there's an energy of your work here as well, of like, would you be able to take on all of this work? If I was to do all of this for you, blah, 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 would you be able to take all of that work on? Because it could be a temp or a PA or someone that's offering you work, and they're saying, look, I can take you on, but would you be able to handle me? Would you be able to take all of this work on? Okay, and then there might also be the same message that's coming through for a lot of you of a relationship, of like, would you be able to take on all of my strange, weird, fucking psychic behaviour? Right? So come on, let's have it right for all of you guys that have been watching tarot. How difficult is that to meet a person that isn't of the same ethic? And you look at them and you think, well, would you really be able to look at me differently if I told you that I was a fucking twin flame quadruple fucking weirdo that talks to dead people, okay, and pretty much act like Del Boy and Rodders? Would you be able to take on all of that quirky, weird shit behaviour? If you can, smoke me a kipper, baby, and I'll be straight over in order to shove a king straight in you. So there you go. So for some of you, you're after someone new here, or this person is, because I'm hearing I'm after you. Like I've got my eye on you specifically, and you're the person that I want to, well, look towards being with, but still not communicating though. Still not really communicating. So you've got a very strangeness in energy here. I'm not going to clarify these because the story has pretty much come out. So I am going to leave it at that, collective. That is your general quick reading collectively. I'm going to try and do one of these every other day or every morning. I don't know. What do you think? Every day or every other day? But yeah, just a few cards just to give you a few story of what we could have coming up collectively. If you want your specific star signs, the first week and maybe the second one, but the first week is over on Patron on the full access bundle, but it does not start to appear over there until the first. I'm pretty much working my way through them, and it'll be the first when they appear over on the full access bundle there, over on Patreon. I'm going to do my best in order to try and get other readings out as well, because I've kind of got a few plans, but I have a Gemini moon, bro. Like I said, my energy and mind and thoughts change fucking daily. It's very difficult being a Gemini moon. Any of you Jalian moons out there? But weird people. But yeah, so check out the shop also. So if you are struggling around the shop, when you go over to the actual tab that says shop, you don't have to like just look for the few items that they're showing you, because that's pretty much just showing you one or two. When you click on it and go over to the shop, there's obviously a proper website, and then you can look up badges, cups, teacups, fucking bags, holders, like t-shirts, cups, whatever you like. It'll just list it all there, men, women, different articles of clothing, different things and whatnot. But the 16 awakenings later, 1 + 6 = 7 is actually coming out very soon, unless YouTube has actually give it the go ahead. But normally I have to make a t-shirt, wait for a few hours or a day or two for them to say okay, it's okay, blah blah blah, and it will start to appear upon the shop. So you have to check it now and again, because I'm making them every day or every other day, making different ones, because I've got quite a few ideas. But I don't know, have a browse around, see what you think, bruv. Yeah, so thank you so much, collective. If you've just found the channel, please make sure that you check out your star signs, and also a section that I call Not a Tarot Card Reading. Depending if you catch the right one, you might have a good reading there. But my eyes, I will check out the Libra one and also the Aquarius reading as well, because they were me pretty much on form, and there were some deceased loved ones there, and also names that you may have known from the past, even in the future where it comes up to a name, trust me. Okay, so thanks very much, I really appreciate it, and I'll see you. Oh, also Angel Radio, there's a new song coming out very soon, something I put over there, but a new one. I'm going to work on it now tonight, and then hopefully post it tonight or tomorrow, but probably be tomorrow, I don't really know. But Angel Radio is going to be a new song over there, a proper one this time. Okay, so thanks very much, I'll see you soon.